As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain hidden in your smile. I can finally see you now.
YouTube, what's up guys? Hey, hope everyone's having a great day. I actually got some sunshine, it's nice. We got the MR-2 Spyder in the background, so my beautiful MR-2 Spyder. You guys have seen a lot of the exterior on this, and in the past I've actually done a full video of all the mods completed. But I wanted to do just an interior one. Reason why is over the next couple days, I'm going to be doing some new interior mods to my MR-2, and I just wanted to show you guys how much I spent on mine and give you guys a lot of ideas of what you can do to modify your MR-2, or just come up with something that, hey, maybe you can look a little bit better, or just customize it to make it feel the way you feel. The way I made it feel is how I think it should have come from factory in the year 2020. Versus the year that it came out in the year 2000. This is a 2000 Toyota MR-2 Spyder. In addition to that, I have a really cool, I mean, the body kit is amazing, the hardtop's amazing, the engine, the turbo, everything on this car is amazing. It's done up so much. I never stopped modifying this thing. And again, I'm gonna be doing new modifications with Superclass, so that'll be coming soon. But let's go ahead and jump into the car, and I'm gonna go over the entire list. I'm gonna tell you each price of everything, and then I don't know what they are total. I haven't added them all up, but it will be the thumbnail, how I spent this much money on my car, on my interior of my car. So it's a beautiful day out. I got that you can kind of see it's gonna go in and out of the shadow. When I go in the shadow, it'll light up and you guys will be able to see that, but when I'm out of the shadow, you won't be able to see it. Okay, so the camera will just adjust. So the first thing I have is the silver door seals. I got these pretty quickly after I got the car. They just come with black plastic, and I got 2 door seals, one on each side. They were $75, so that was kind of one of the first beginning mods that I did. I thought it looked good back then. It's okay now. They don't come with that. You can get the MRS ones, some that say MRS from Toyota. I think they're really expensive. They're not $75 for these ones, or for those ones. But it kind of goes good with the shift knob currently and the other silver accents in the car. But maybe if I painted them black, it might look better. But those are $75. The next thing that we're gonna do is this really easy actually. That's gonna be the gauge pillar, and I'm gonna actually turn the gauge pillar on real quick. Okay, so here's the gauge pods. They're lit up now, you guys can see. I'll put you close. There we go, the camera will focus. It's actually pretty light. The reason it's not that light is because it's so sunny outside. But they actually light up pretty well. So the gauge pod itself is actually from Monkey Wrench Racing, and it's $65 for the 3 gauge pillars, 1, 2, 3. Again, $65 for that one. The AEM, the bottom one, is the failsafe, the Yugo failsafe. That one right there is $325 for that gauge, really expensive. Then the next one up is gonna be a generic boost gauge that goes up to 35 PSI, and I actually just paid $35 for this one right here. And it works really well. I actually like it for $35, it's pretty good. Then the next one, I think I just came with it, but I put it was $20. I don't even have it hooked up. That's for oil pressure, I guess. I think at one point I thought it had volts, but it's just oil pressure. It's just a fill gauge. I don't use it. If I decide to get another gauge, I would put it up there. That gauge is $20. So a lot of people actually don't know, but my car actually has methanol in here, and you guys can actually see it's lit up here. This is a tester, so it'll shoot some methanol in there. So you guys watch, it'll go bright. You can hear it shooting methanol. So when I start the car up, it'll have a little bit of meth in the intake. That being said, this just sits up here. I actually tuck it up behind here. I could mount it if I wanted. I just never wanted to mount it. I like to hide it, but this is really expensive. It starts at 0 PSI, so as soon as there's 1 PSI or above, it starts to methanol, and then the full squirt is at I think like at 6 PSI or 7 PSI, which I don't ever go to the full squirt. I don't really. But that methanol kit is $425. It came with my turbokits.com kit, but by itself they're $425. But it really does keep the engine cool. The next one is the midship garage badge, which you can swing by MITCHDORE.com, my website. Swing by, grab one of these. They're $17 on my website. You can grab one if you want to put it over the Toyota OEM hat, or you can also do the TRD badge, whatever you feel comfortable. I like the midship because MR-2, so midship runabout, and then it has the screaming chicken, which I have a similar design for my website, which I actually really like it a lot. I think they're pretty cool. That was $17. And then we're actually gonna turn the lights on, so again, it'll make some noise. LEDs, so look how bright those things are. Woo, those things are bright. Look at that. The LEDs, you can swing by my website to grab those. I have a kit that if you want to convert it over to LED to make it brighter, it's $19. You can swing by my website to grab those. And then Metal Monkey. So that's the dials that are behind it, the gauges, the dials behind it, the faceplate. That's from Metal Monkey. Metal Monkey is discontinued. I actually went through my emails to find out how long ago I had actually purchased those dials. I bought them in the year 2009. 2009, so I've had them forever. And the receipt that I had was $220 to get those, and that was just for the faceplate. So people are asking, hey Mitch, where do you get these? Really hard to find, I'm gonna say. I don't think anyone makes these similar faceplates anymore, and they were from Europe. So Metal Monkey UK is where I got it from, and I think the business went out of business a long time ago, but I really love those. I'm thankful that I have them. It looks like a Ferrari to me. I love that. Moving on to the center area, I have again Metal Monkey, so same brand. I bought these a year later, so I had that, and then the reason I wanted to switch these out was because the OEM ones come from like, they're white, from factory white / chromey, and they do it same thing over here too, and I didn't like that. I want black. I think that looks much more modern in my opinion. And I bought those 1 year later, and I paid $145 for these climate control face dials. Jeez, but they are metal. They're not plastic, and they are like etched. So I did pay a lot for them, but I've loved them for the 10 years, and I'm so thankful I've had them. They're discontinued, but I think they've looked good over the 10 years. The next thing you guys are gonna probably see, and most everyone that gets in my car sees this, they go, oh, so this must be a fast car because it has one of these. What that is an ECIGE Commander for the ECU. But the big thing is that I love a lot is it has this really cool mount, and it's like almost wrinkle black, and it screws right into the glove box. That is from Vegas Spyder. He's an awesome guy. I don't know if he's still into spiders or not, but I bought that from him, and it was $65 or $66 shipped from Vegas Spyder, and he made these, I think, out of his garage or whatnot, but they're a really cool little piece. I think they look really good. It goes with my interior. $65 for the ECIGE holder. And then the next thing is the actual Commander. It is part of the interior, and so I included it in here. It's a big one, $325. That's a lot of money for the Commander. If you have ECIGEs though, you're gonna want to have it anyways. Most people all want an ECIGE Commander. $325, and then I got that cool holder, and then I actually hold it in place with a couple little hair ties so it doesn't go and bounce off if I hit a bump, but that's a pretty cool little setup I have. So the next one is, if you come down here, I did a carbon fiber wrap on each side of these pillars. They're actually usually this part right here I think is black, and then this part up here is like a shiny chrome, and I didn't really like that look, so I think I did a really good job. But I did some vinyl wrap on there years and years ago, and it's held up really well. Let's see if you guys can see that better. Yeah, and I did that on both sides. I'll actually come over here and show you guys on this side as well. So I think that looks really good. I really like it. Kind of goes with my interior look. I like it a lot. And the carbon fiber wrap I said was, I think I paid $20 for it. The next thing that we're gonna look at is gonna be the short shifter that I currently have on here, which I'm gonna be changing really soon. That is a TWM short shifter from the company TWM. They're old, and I think they're discontinued. I don't think you can find it anymore, but maybe this one will be for sale. So if someone actually wants this kit, it might be for sale on MITCHDORE.COMHOW. That being said, I've ran this kit since I bought this car, and I've had it probably in here, and it's been great to me since I bought the car, which I mean 12, 13, 14 years ago. So I mean, it's been a really good short shifter. I paid $140 for the short shifter kit. And then the next thing is going to be the shift knob. I love the shift knob. I actually transferred it over from my CELICA since I'm working with the Super Class shift knob, which is the OEM leather one. And this shift knob right here is $65. People ask, where'd you get this? This is a Circuit Hero teardrop knob. They cost $65. The only complaint about it is it is cold if you're a pansy. Don't be a wimp, but it does get cold during the cold time, winter. But I love it. Everything goes in really good. The short gear shifting, all 6 gears, you know, even reverse. It's awesome. I love it. I really enjoyed it. It's very quick, zippy shifts, but I'm excited to try something new from Super. Now if we go from here and then we look straight up, you guys might notice that I don't have any visors. So I have some visor deletes that I bought many years ago right here. And then I think I use my own screws. They're just screws that I had in my garage. Again, the midship garage badge, midship garage badge badge. I like that. I think it's kind of cool that I have all those because people always wonder what kind of car this is, and you can just say it's a midship runabout. That's, you can tell people that, or you can tell them it's Toyota, whatever. But I think those look cool. I'm tall. I'm 6'4", so it's hard to have visors in here. So I wanted to get rid of those as soon as possible, and I'm really glad I did. Your passengers might not like it, but they can wear a hat or something. I like that. And I paid $25 for these visor deletes right here. The next mod is pretty funny, but I do have an LED dome, and then I also have a smoked. And the smoked right here, I don't even know. I don't know if they all come smoked, or I think they might all come smoked from factory. I think, or they might come clear, I don't remember. I think they come smoked from factory, and some people want clear to make it lighter. I do have an LED, it's okay. You can actually swing by MITCHDORE.com to grab one. They're just not as bright as the one from my CELICA. Reason why is because the one on the CELICA has a clear and not a tinted. The tinted actually really makes it a lot darker. But if you want the smoked one, I don't know how much I paid for it, and I think it comes from factory, so I think that's the original one. I don't recall. But the dome light, you can get it for $8 at my website. Okay, this is a CELICA armrest. So you guys, there's a cup holder back there. But if you want an armrest, you can. I don't know if they still make these or not, but I got a cushy one. I got this many years ago. Her name was CELICA. She was on the MR-2 forums many years ago, and I paid $85 to have that shipped. And then I just have that hooked on there with Velcro, so it just sits on Velcro. So if I decided to move it, I could just pull it off and then use that third cup holder. These cars do come with cup holders right here, so I do have 2 cup holders right there. But if I wanted a third one, I could also remove the CELICAs. $85 for that armrest. I really. Here's another expensive one. Most people want this one a lot. That is the OEM from factory Toyota Nav Pod. They call it the Nav Pod. I have actually never once wired mine up. It has a bunch of wires in the back, but to wire it, I would have to drill the plastic in there, and I didn't know if I was always going to keep it or not. So I've never wired it up. If I decided to wire it up, I could probably run the screen. There is a screen in there. It's not blank. It was $245 for the Nav Pod with the screen. People do make replicas of these, so if you wanted that look and then actually maybe put like a tablet or something in there, I think it looks really cool. I think it actually really brings that there's more to the car. It makes the car look like it's worth more money and more modern, in my opinion. Every time I get in the car, everyone goes, "Ooh, what's that? Ooh, you got a TV in there?" So I think that if you guys wanted one, it's a really cool mod. I really like it. The Nav Pod, again, I just never hooked it up. The only thing I ever really use in this, to be honest, is like the radio, and I don't really listen to much while I'm driving. I mean, if I do, I just turn the radio on, or a CD and this, cassette. I don't have any updated radio. I really never do on any of my cars. I'm not the biggest audio sound guy. I never have been. I just did the nice radio in the Lotus that does the Bluetooth, which is pretty cool. But I've just never really done that with any of my vehicles. Yeah, so the Nav Pod, and then the last one is I have this right here. This is just a black cell phone mat that I used, I think 3M tape, or I used glue, and I glued that onto this. Yours doesn't have this. Yours will have a cubby hole, and you can put the cubby hole and then have the cubby close it, and then it's just one, like, the dotted plastic interior all the way over that's plastic black, and there's no Nav Pod. So I always put my cell phone up here and it doesn't go anywhere. I love it. This is like meant for cell phone to hold it there, and I've had that for years and years, and I just thought it looked really good. But I paid $10 for that little mat. I think it just makes the car look a little bit more, I don't know, special, I guess. I like it a lot. Some of the feelers I have in that I don't know what, this little coin one came with the car. I just moved it over. And then I did have a dial gauge right here that I disconnected. That was when, if I wanted to have the turn the whole pillar on or turn the whole pillar off, and I just disconnected that. So I don't use it. The reason I disconnected it is because I just always wanted the pillar on. I didn't want to have to turn that on every time I got in the car. So that's it. Those are all the mods I did. I hope that gives you guys some great ideas. I hope you enjoy the MR-2 content. It's been a while since I've done a lot of consecutive MR-2 content, mainly because this car is so built up, it's like almost done. But I am going to be doing the super class short shifter as well as another little surround really soon, and I'll show you guys how to install those, and then I'll have super class link below. But currently I really love this interior. I think it's special. I love the 2 seats in it. I love the black leather that came with it. I think the whole car just looks really good. When people get in this car, car, they go, wow, the interior is like complete. It's like in really good condition, and I think it really is too. From the driver's perspective, it's really awesome from the driver's perspective. All you MR2 guys, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. Eventually I will get a tune or do something on this so that I can put this on the dyno and make 300 horsepower. I really want to make 300 horsepower. This car is more than capable of doing it. I just need a tuner to do it. Again, make sure to hit the like button, guys, subscribe, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.